Hi there, I'm Kim of Future Fab U. So I had a customer reach out to me who bought the accepted college admissions planner about how to compare college costs. You might have either poked around and looked at the accepted planner or you have downloaded my free scholarship strategy blueprint. But I wanted to create a quick video for you because she had a really good question. And I think there's a lot of potential customers who think that the accepted planner is like a big Excel spreadsheet. And it's actually way, way more than that. So I wanted to answer her question because I thought it would be beneficial to you and also show you some of the few key differences between how Notion works and how it compares and contrasts to Google Sheets or an Excel spreadsheet or even Google Docs. She said, hello, I purchased your Notion template, the accepted template. I'm looking for a template or page where we can compare costs of each college on the same page. So this is the accepted college planner. This is all made in Notion. I do have a video going over this entire planner, but what I wanted to do is answer her question. Down here at the bottom of the accepted planner are all the different phases that you would be involved in with your team to go through the college application process. You'll see that there are arrows on each of these. So this is research phase here. So if you click this arrow, then you can see what I call a Trello board or a Kanban board of all the different colleges we have put into our initial interested phase with a college planning process. So her question was, I'm making these lists of colleges, but I want to be able to compare the tuition rates between them. So one thing that is super cool about Notion is that you can have the same information put in there and you can view it different ways without having to reinvent the wheel or create an additional spreadsheet or an additional doc. You'll see there are three different views right here. This view looks like a Trello board. If I click here, it goes into alphabetical order. It's all the same information. And then if I click here, it looks like an Excel spreadsheet. So the cool thing about Notion is you can look at data in different ways, all the same data, and structure it how you visually want to see it. So in her case, she wanted to be able to see it in a spreadsheet database. So here you can see all the different colleges we had listed in the example with their associated prices. So she did not have to go into Google Sheets or Excel spreadsheet and create something totally different outside of this accepted college planner. The other cool thing I want to show you before we go into more big picture differences between Notion and spreadsheets are you'll see if I hover over any of these schools here, let's see, we hover over San Diego, you'll see there's an open inside peek. So if I click on that, it is essentially a page within the database, which is what is so cool. So you literally can put as much or as little information in here as you want, and it's all nested within this one database here. It is endless how much information you want to put in one page pertaining to one school that then is nested within the database here. Isn't that cool? Besides that, you can also customize all of these different columns up here. You can come over here to search. So everything is searchable. You can type in USC, for instance. So everything is searchable, so you can find your data really easy. Now you contrast that with the old school. This is my daughter's college prep spreadsheet, which is what I was using before I created the Notion planner. So it's just an old school spreadsheet, right? So I have the college names, I have submission date, I have estimated cost per year in the J column here, but nothing is searchable. It's shareable. Like I could share this entire spreadsheet with somebody else, but I find the information is very hard to find what I need within this one database. Okay, I'm going to take you back here and we are going to go big picture about what some of the key similarities and differences are between Notion and Google Docs or Google Sheets are. So one key point, I just touched upon it, but spreadsheets are really great, but Notion is like a big, huge digital workspace that you can completely customize on your own. So it lets you create task boards, timelines, and calendars all in one place. A spreadsheet like this does not have that capability. It's only a spreadsheet, right? So here is the calendar. These are also pages within pages. I can click on this and let's see, I want to get more detail about a particular orientation that she was going to sign up for. The cool thing about this is you see the instructions, write something or press space for AI. So it has AI built into it, or a slash for commands. So if I do a backslash, these are all of the different things you can add into one particular page that is seated within your customizable calendar. So I can create a to-do list. Let's say we're packing up for orientation. I'm going to write to-do. Make sure you reserve a spot for a tour. Make sure you get a dorm tour. You can do anything you want with this. I can do another backslash and let's see, I want to create a table. So with this, you can create a whole database within this one particular date within your calendar. Isn't that cool? I think it's amazing. So to the next point though, so Notion goes way above and beyond rows and columns. You can see that it's completely customizable. You can do spreadsheets within documents that are all searchable and shareable. So point number 2 was the visual organization that works for you. So that was what I talked about earlier with, if we go back down here, the research phase. my customer, she wanted to be able to see it more in a database view so she could easily say which college she was looking at and what the price points were. But you want to maybe have visual organization about some aspect of your college application journey that looks more like a Trello board, right? Which I think is super cool. That cannot be done within Google Sheets or Google Docs. The third point was it's super easy to collaborate. So I just showed you that you can share any one particular piece of information or the entire database with somebody. Instead of using Google Docs, creating the college essay and then sharing it with you, it could be something completely collaborative and also be deadline driven if you put a portion of the college essay up here with your calendar. This is my daughter's study abroad statement. She's working on that for this year. It's a Google Doc, but it's not nearly as intuitive as something like this. So right here, I have work on personal essay with planner. So instead of using Google Docs, you could click on this. You could come up with how to create an outline, how to generate ideas, how to start whittling down what your teen is going to want to talk about in the essay planner with prompts and things to consider. And again, every single page has the share button and the comments button right here. That goes to the fourth point, which is storing everything in one place. So your essay is within the calendar. It's shareable. Every single thing within the accepted planner is all here. And again, you can customize it any way you want. Okay, I talked way more than I wanted to, but I hope that gives you a little bit more of an idea of how Notion and also the accepted college planner works differently than putting everything on a Google Sheet and then also having it on Google Docs and sharing it that way. It's just a lot more customizable. It's a lot more intuitive. It's shareable. They have that new AI component into it, and you can basically house all of your data and visually see it in any way that works best for your brain and your teen's brain. All right, well, reach out if you have any questions